What if I told you that in just a few days, between December 20th and 26th, the world as we know it could change forever? Massive spiritual upheavals, undeniable miracles, and a global divide that seals eternal fates for billions. You won't believe what a former top CIA operative experienced in a near-death encounter that exposed hidden truths about life, death, and the battles raging in unseen realms. Stick around because this revelation could transform how you see everything, and it's happening right now. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss these mind-blowing insights. Turn on notifications to stay ahead of what's coming, and drop a comment below with your city or country if this message hits home for you. Let's build the community of truth seekers ready for what's next. I'm about to reveal a story that shatters conventional wisdom, drawn from the first-hand account of a man named Samuel Allen, who spent over 2 decades as a senior intelligence officer in the CIA, navigating high-stakes operations in volatile hotspots around the globe. He dealt with the ugliest sides of human nature, exposed layers of corruption that erode trust in institutions, and made split-second choices in the line of duty that most folks couldn't fathom. Samuel was always the pragmatic type, grounded in data, surveillance intel, and battlefield strategies. Faith was more of a cultural nod for him, showing up at services now and then with his loved ones. But his real anchors were mission protocols and survival skills honed through rigorous preparation. Yet nothing in his arsenal readied him for a botched op in a shadowy corner of Eastern Europe mere weeks ago, a routine asset recovery that spiraled into something transcendent, reshaping his grasp on existence and his role in it. The setup sounded routine.
Intel pinpointed a key source whose identity was compromised, holding vital details on impending threats to urban centers in the West during the festive period. Diplomatic routes had fizzled, so Samuel's elite squad of 4 seasoned pros geared up for a swift in and out. They'd pulled off countless extractions flawlessly before. The rendezvous was in a desolate industrial zone outside an unnamed city, timed for midnight to slip under radar before adversaries closed in. But arrival flipped the script. They stepped into a trap, a meticulously laid ambush by rival agents who swarmed from hidden spots, unleashing a barrage of fire that turned the space into a kill zone. Samuel's instincts fired up. He barked orders for cover while scrambling for comms back to base. The clash escalated, rounds ricocheting off walls like storm echoes. Team cords shouted amid the din. Spotting a sniper perch that could wipe them out, Samuel charged forward, risking it all to shield his crew, time dilating under the rush as senses sharpened. Then, boom, an IED hidden nearby detonated, hurling him like debris, metal shards piercing his vest, ripping through vital areas. He caught his commander's frantic yell as oblivion crept in, but instead of blackout, he materialized in a realm of sublime tranquility, a seamless shift from carnage to utopia that baffled his logical mind. The vista throbbed with vitality, hues beyond earthly palates evoking pure bliss, atmosphere humming with soul-stirring tunes that dwarfed any concert hall symphony. A luminous figure approached through a fluid golden glow, and Samuel's essence instantly knew this was Jesus Christ, embodying humanity and divinity in perfect harmony, radiating commanding yet tender grace. Their gaze locked, and Samuel felt utterly exposed, every covert act, ethical gray zone, and secret laid bare.
But met with boundless mercy rather than judgment, a love that enveloped him wholly. Jesus' voice resonated with cosmic might, yet soothing warmth. Samuel, you've been drawn here to behold critical truths and deliver warnings back to humanity before the window closes. He highlighted the pivotal stretch from December 20th to 26th as a cosmic pivot deciding souls forever after. The scene morphed. They hovered above the planet, viewing lands as a luminous weave, with ethereal flows of brightness and gloom clashing in an ageless war far deeper than any geopolitical strife Samuel had dissected. Glowing markers spotlighted those dates, and Jesus elaborated. This interval heralds the grandest divine intervention since his own triumph over death, as mankind's ritualistic piety has chilled true devotion. Visions unfurled for December 20th, stirring awe and alarm. Folks worldwide halted mid-stride, struck by an intangible summons, like a celestial wave crashing over spirits in workplaces, malls, classrooms, and secure bunkers. Countless dropped to pray, pierced by holy awareness. Hardened agents in ops rooms broke down over past compromises. Soldiers set aside arms, seeing war's vanity against divine intent. Leaders choked on lies, compelled to honesty under righteous glare. Yet many recoiled, cranking up distractions, burying the nudge in busyness or vices, calcifying against salvation's pull. Jesus termed it the grand sifting. All feel the divine touch, but responses fork. Embrace leads to renewal. Denial locks in doom. No fence-sitting when glory unveils. December 21st revealed dual church fates, fracturing faith structures eternally. In vibrant assemblies, pastors prostrated, admitting empire building over soul connection, unleashing healing torrents. Cripples rose, sightless saw, deaf heard.
As sacred energy surged like vital streams, doubters converted on the spot, unable to refute the palpable force. Conversely, in rigid halls, clerics decried the wonders as tricks or perils, prioritizing hierarchy over holy flow, stifling the blaze and splintering alliances forged over ages. Jesus mourned, calling authentic disciples from stagnant forms into vital bonds, a wrenching but essential purge in this harvest eve. Samuel's pattern-spotting skills saw this as a profound internal holy war. By December 22nd, barriers between worlds blurred. Quakes hit improbable zones, yet prayer circles stood unscathed, angelic barriers deflecting ruin. Kids worldwide described ethereal visitors bearing solace, dismissed by jaded adults as fantasy, but Jesus affirmed the veil thinning for innocent hearts. Media floundered with rationales for skylights, radar anomalies zipping impossibly, voices broadcasting multilingual peace alerts, hospitals emptying via instant cures defying medicine. Samuel, versed in tech secrets, knew these outstripped human feats. Opposition swelled. Faith heads on airwaves branded it hysteria or evil ploys, urging adherents to rote over revival, exposing heart truths as harvest separated genuine from facade. December 23rd amplified the fray. Skeptics crumbled, professors mid-lecture knelt, ideologies dissolving. Thugs ditched blades, thawed by grace. Tycoons fled deals, repenting avarice. Pauls aired sins, facades crumbling. Jesus beamed. My lost ones return, angels celebrating each turnaround. But resistors turned vicious, sparking unrest to mute testimonies. Officials convened on extremism. Intel hubs, including Samuel's old circles, plotted containment. Platforms scrubbed miracle shares as hazards. Experts spun it as group delusion. Families fractured along heart lines, not creeds, a schism dwarfing any Samuel analyzed.
Christmas Eve, December 24th, climaxed with a radiant burst from Jerusalem blanketing earth, invading every nook, an inescapable glory burst. Yielding hearts transformed, aglow with inner fire, grasping profound truths, enveloped in surpassing calm, forming barrier-free fellowships sharing all, miracles routine. Rejectors raged, shadows deepening, fueling defiance. Jesus declared, the neutral vanishes, lightwalkers ascend in splendor, darkness dwellers sink further. Regimes panicked, mobilizing against psychosis, enacting bans on gatherings, prayers, visions. Tech tracked radicals, yet faithful thrived supernaturally, sustaining via wonders when systems failed, healing sans meds, linking spiritually under watch. Persecution ramped post-holidays, job losses for unyielding faith, kids seized from teaching parents, incarcerations, torments, martyrdoms. But joy persisted, arrests met with hymns, beatings with intercession, losses with hope. Eternity's touch outshining threats. Visions stretched forward, dual worlds emerge, one miraculous, believers in divine wellness, angelic chats commonplace for youth.
The other, oppressive. Leaders' fixes flop. Madness spikes from suppressed truths. Violence fills voids. Tech spies faith traces. Economies demand conformity via digital cash, freezing dissenters. Samuel saw surveillance sophistication he'd once wielded, now weaponized. Trials refined the faithful, unleashing biblical-scale authority, healings, resurrections, elemental commands. Jesus proclaimed, "My pure bride readies for my advent, radiant through fire." Underground networks bloomed like resistance cells, preserving truth amid surface decay. Families isolated, schools indoctrinating against belief, ventures crushed. Yet in hideaways, Acts-era power flowed, wonders daily, kids miracle accustomed. Secular zones suffered calamities, collapses, plagues. Faith enclaves flourished supernaturally, bountiful yields, health amid outbreaks, superior wisdom. Tensions built to clashes, arms futile against celestial guards. Jesus manifested bodily to groups, appearances surging pre-return, affirming faithful, enraging foes. Heavenly signs mounted, stellar shifts, sky voices universal, realms merging, peaks relocating, isles sinking, celestials dimming for superior light. Persecution peaked, testing utmost loyalty, yet brief against glory. Climax, Jesus' visible descent, resurrecting faithful dead, rapturing living, purging old for new righteous realm. Jesus urged Samuel, warn all, these days fix destinies, choose life now, my mercy nears end, events imminent, blessing for prepared, woe for ignore. Samuel returned via fiery conduit, awakening altered in that ward, mission-bound. These dates loom, all choose, no middle, ready hearts. If stirred, no companionship awaits in deeper paths of guidance, prayer, fortification for trials, a haven for alignment, renewal, readiness. Your step forward begins here.